I still want you. Hello.
Don't mind us. Neil and I were just doing a little spell cast.
Having our own little
little conversation.
I had to school Sandra on how to do a table game.
A table game, not a tabletop game, mind you, but a table game.
Yes, table game. This is how ping pong works, Sandra. Oh, wow. Hey, it's Friday, and we're here.
We are here, and it is the long lost Lost Boys episode.
This is going to be a supersized episode.
This episode has been months in the making.
Months and months.
Like true method actors actually went to Santa Cruz and embedded ourselves in the culture.
We did.
And we're just now getting the footage back.
That punk surf culture is like...
It's alive and well in Santa Cruz, and everyone's a biker.
It's crazy.
It's just like the movie. And there's trash cans on fire.
Oh, everywhere. There's glorious.
Our trash can fire.
I had my spiked hair going.
Yeah. I had a fling with a greasy saxophone player, so...
You did.
Wait, we all had that, though. I knew.
Sorry, Caleb.
I don't share
We all
well.
knew.
We all, yeah. In the sand.
In
under the
surf.
boardwalk.
Boardwalk.
Anyway, so Lost Boys.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
Lost
clap.
Boys. We're going to talk about Lost Boys. We're going to watch a vidya that we did, a vlog of visiting the Lost Boys filming locations, and we're going to play a game that's vampire themed. So if you like vampires, you came on the right night.
This is it.
Hey, and you know what? You should also like and subscribe and comment. We never ask. We
don't put that upon you, but
Could
I think
you just this one vampire night?
for now on, I think when you watch these videos, basically you have a week, and then we're gonna come out of the TV and get you.
We're gonna get, like poltergeist. We're gonna get you.
Like that, or The Ring, or
The
all
Ring,
those
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caleb,
Yes.
who is upon us this eve?
Who is upon us? Oh, got an update. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm thirsty.
Caleb's writing.
Okay. All right.
Feverishly.
In the studio with us,
Yeah.
we have the professor of the computer processor, the deacon of the download, producer Scott.
The deacon of the download. Hello, Scott.
We have the Reverend Michael B. with us.
Reverend B.
We have Space Face Macy with us.
Macy.
And we have, Haley, later you're going to be a procurer of drinks for me. So we have the procurer of drinks, Haley.
Wow, production assistant.
Creative controller.
So
tonight.
I know,
Many
yeah.
had Haley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game maker, game master.
Game warden.
Ooh.
There you go.
Exciting. Okay, pod people of the future that are going to be listening to us in the future.
Probably.
Hopefully.
Most
Fingers
likely.
crossed.
We got you an episode last week.
We did.
It's
Let
not
us know
just
how
we
you
don't
liked it.
Want to. It
No.
just sometimes the technology doesn't. We have gremlins.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Let's blame it on the gremlins.
Gremlins.
But live in chat with us tonight, we have Mindy, horror movie addict.
Hello, Mindy.
We have, he's going by Moses, but he said it's okay to call him Will. So hello, Will.
Will.
We have Mark Vision's Truth. And
Mark.
we've got 209 Todd.
Todd, welcome
Plenty.
back.
It's plenty.
Mark, thanks for being here.
And we got the turkey lurkeys.
The
Todd,
turkey
2 weeks
lurkeys.
in a row. Very
I
exciting.
know,
I
very
know,
exciting.
It's a Todd miracle.
No Laura, though, huh? What's going on, Mindy?
the hell
Get
are
Laura
you,
on
Laura?
the phone.
You're tardy.
Okay. To that, we then say, we raise a glass, actually.
Or a mug.
And mug. And then we say, cheers.
Cheers, friends.
This is a pumpkin spice. You smell
Can
it?
you smell it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a really pretty color.
Yeah.
And it smells good.
It's good.
Tastes good.
It's just a mug of
Less
pumpkin
filling.
of like pumpkin
Smells good.
spice.
Tastes good. Looks good.
No liquid, just the powder.
Just the powder. Yeah, what'd you
Talking
do?
about things.
Things.
It's going to be another disappointing week for everybody with what I have to share. No, I don't remember if I talked about it, but RuPaul's Drag Race is back, and that's what really matters. So that really consumes a lot of my time. I watch a lot of the online content. It's a big investment. I saw Skinamarink. The polarizing Skinamarink came right here to the Roxy, and it polarized.
Okay.
I have to say, I found plenty of positive things about the movie. Probably not, like, it's not my movie. I was not super scared, but I was a little disturbed, mostly by the old cartoons, because I hate that shit. But I have plenty of good things to say, and I think we should all just celebrate horror having such a moment and being so viral, and people just seeking out and demanding this film and doing so well, because that's what matters. Because when horror does well, it's good for all horror. So
It is.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Agreed.
Absolutely.
And let's hear it for a first-time director doing that too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Little
Excellent.
$15,000 budget, making $1 million now. So
Then you're a whole Skinamarink.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
That's all you have to say.
That's it.
That's plenty for you.
Okay.
That movie sucks.
Haley likes it. Yeah.
Haley's mad. She's gonna storm out and take her game with her.
Don't leave.
Okay, so I finished season 2 of Only Murders in the Building.
No spoilers.
Wouldn't give any, but just absolutely loved it. It's such a
Yay.
good show. So very happy that they are going to be doing a season 3.
Yay.
Over on the Netflix, I watched The Pale Blue Eye.
Oh, it's everywhere.
That's on my short list.
Yeah, I've got to watch
It's
that.
this weekend, in fact, I think.
Very short.
I recommend it. It
like that?
looks great. Christian Bale is always,
Bale in it.
wonderful.
Okay.
It's just a great murder mystery that happens to take place over at West Point Academy.
Okay.
So,
Not at Nevermore Academy.
not Nevermore
I
Academy.
have a friend who's a West Point family.
Okay.
It's a culture.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Very
sure.
Absolutely.
Very fascinating.
Absolutely.
Moses, correction, I preach every night.
And then finally, Vox Machina.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Season 2 was released on Amazon Prime.
We love.
So far, I'm like 2 or 3 episodes in.
Okay.
Very entertaining. Neil will hate it because it's fantasy.
But Jen, my wife likes it.
Oh, okay.
She was
Is she
excited.
watching it? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I love her.
Okay.
I came back.
That like sort of crept in last minute to our New Year's Eve episode when we were doing our top
Oh, yeah.
TV shows, and I just happened to watch it like that week while I was making out my list. Watched season 1, and so season 2's out. I'm very, very, very happy to be watching that now. Neil, ball of energy is yours.
I accept. Thank you. By the way, Caleb, you were very well lit tonight.
Well,
I'd
thank
just
you.
I'd like to add,
Lit
you.
You're looking
the gods.
particularly well lit.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Apparently, you haven't been seeing me, but here I am.
And like
I've
it's
got
a-
lights on
and
me.
it's a good face day. It's a good hair day. It's the right day to
God,
be lit.
It's like New Year, new me.
That's right. Everything's working.
Everything's coming up.
Everything's coming up.
babe. What do you want?
Freaking rosy Caleb.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I watched The Menu.
Oh my God, we
Ah.
were just talking about the menu because none of us have like seen it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I watched that instead of the pale blue
Okay.
eye last weekend, and fabulous. Fabulous.
All the hype.
Yeah, and then some.
Good.
I think.
Good.
I was very, very happy. I highly recommend. Please watch it so we can discuss.
Okay.
Okay. I also watched White Noise, which of course is getting. That's
That's
one
the
with-
Adam Driver.
Yes, Adam Driver.
End of the world. Something's
I've
happening
heard-
where they
I've not heard
have
of
to.
Really? Oh, okay. It's Netflix. I believe it's
Netflix.
And it's basically like kind of a end of the world. I think I'm trying to remember now. I watched it last weekend.
That good.
No, it's good. Actually, I haven't seen him in a ton of things, but the things I've seen him in, I was kind of.
Adam Driver?
Well, okay, bear with me.
He's a
because
sensation.
One of the main things I've seen him in was in that Star Wars film,
Where
right?
he was fucking
the
brilliant.
Force is pukey, whatever it was called, the Unleashed one or whatever, right? So that was kind of like my
He
main
was actually in
introduction.
3 of them, but
Right.
Sure.
I'm getting
So the one
upset.
the one that I saw was the first one of the 3. So, and you guys know I didn't necessarily care for the film. That was my introduction to him.
You know.
I-
Didn't like Star Wars?
I knew going in that someone was gonna kill Han Solo, and then he did it, and it was so lame.
Spoiler alert.
Whoa.
I don't
Jeez.
care. Nope. If no
Damn.
one has seen it by now, I don't care. Why don't you go play with a baby Yoda while you're at it? Okay, so on top of that, anyway, so he's in White Noise. Yeah, so it's getting some. I think there was even some Screen Actors Guild or Golden Globe Award or
He's
something
he's
for the
been
movie.
nominated for like tons of stuff all
No,
the time.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, he was good.
Oh my God!
And the movie-
Neil
the movie
acting
was
like
wacky.
he discovered Adam Driver.
I know.
Past
I feel like Adam Driver, every single role he plays a completely different person.
He's genius.
Yeah.
And
He's
Neil's
a
like, have you
really.
heard of this young upstart?
That is not all what I meant. Because I also saw him in the one he did last year with Scarlett Johansson, where they were the married couple
Yeah.
fighting. And he was good in that too.
I avoided that one.
So
It's a lot of
it is.
emotions.
Anyway, if anyone knows about this film White Noise,
I know of it.
other than
See, I knew of it. I knew what it was right
okay,
away.
thank you.
He's
We
got-
played it in the theater, didn't we? We got a little release. I know that.
Summerfield. Yeah, we played it there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's got one coming out this year that's like on my most anticipated.
65.
65. That
Okay.
looks awesome. And haven't really seen him play like an actiony thing in a while. So,
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
is this one actiony? White Noise actiony?
No, you'll like it. It's.
I love action
it's a-
movies.
No, I'm saying it's not 65, but White Noise. It's more of a, what do you do in this circumstance when shit hits the fan and
Do people have to
You know.
make like tough moral decisions? Because I love
kind of at one point when the stuff starts to hit the fan, yeah.
like, should we eat somebody? Do we leave a child behind?
Right.
Like anything like
which
that.
child
I
do you
like
hand over
that
to the Nazis?
stuff.
All that fun stuff, yeah.
Oh, but you're Blanche. You're in that chair.
That's it. Let's see, and then otherwise, I was in LA last week, right?
Right.
Missed you.
I know you guys probably were horribly despondent that I wasn't around. I can tell.
much. Nothing happened. We did nothing. We just like sat
Stared
in front
at
of
the wall.
We sat in front of our. You said stay, and we stayed in
stayed.
front of the door until you got back.
Like this.
Okay,
Just like that. Yeah.
that's excellent. And then what? See, Julian Sands. We pray and hope that he is found alive.
We've talked about Julian Sands on this show a few
We have,
times.
yeah.
We love Julian Sands.
Yeah.
And he's missing in the mountains, the Mount Baldy in
Yes.
SoCal.
In SoCal, yeah.
Crazy. I haven't heard anything new in a
No.
while.
I just saw Good Morning America did a story about it, today. But,
yeah.
But I mean, nothing new other than what we already knew.
It sucks.
Oh, Julian, we hope you find your way out.
Somebody finds you or
And then, reminder, don't forget, merch store, thecultshow.com/store. You can buy pillows and t-shirts and hats and beanies and whatever else we sell.
And mugs and
can
water
also-
bottles and
Support us
you have
by
a
buying
blanket?
yourself. I don't think we have a blanket out there
we
yet.
should. And you can also buy a movie for us to review.
You can.
Yeah, it's going to cost you.
But such a little bit for the laughs and the torture that you could create for us.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of bits, I see gory bits.
Gory
The
bits.
bits.
All the
Give us the bits.
What else you got?
Other than that, just the new subscribers.
You know what occurred to me? Maybe I shouldn't read like people's like last names. Maybe they don't want that. So I'm gonna say welcome Alex, Oscar, Heather, Nick, and Mike.
Wow.
There
Okay.
you are.
That's quite the haul for us.
It's a few weeks
Welcome.
worth.
Welcome.
It's like 6 months worth. Of
Not at all.
subscribers.
All 4 years.
All right. Well, that being said, I think we're done. And we can move on.
I think we're done. Should we talk about the Lost Boys?
Let's get to the meat. Gory. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. How are
I don't even know why I
you?
count. I don't even know why I count.
It doesn't matter. Have you guys heard of the Lost Boys? No? Little movie. This film from 1987, directed by Joel Schumacher, written by Jan Fisher, and James Jeremias and Jeffrey Boam. So this is a quaint little vampire tale set in Santa Carla. A mother and her 2 sons move in with her father to this quaint seaside town to discover that it is just lousy with vampires.
Lousy.
So let's talk about
It's
it.
also the murder capital of the world.
Yes, lots
Or
of
the US,
bikers,
at
lots of murder.
Murder.
Near. Let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
So everyone, I'm assuming, pretty much has seen this film.
I really hope so,
I would
because we're
think,
going
you
to
know.
spoil it.
We're going to spoil it and get down into it.
Yeah.
1987. The year was. Sandra was 2 years old, perhaps.
Yeah.
Scott pushing 3.
Yeah.
Caleb
Neil
and I were in
and I
junior
were-
high.
We were in 7th grade.
Caleb and
Or
you were shaving.
just got out of 7th grade.
Shaving her.
I didn't start shaving till last year. Shut up.
What month did it come out in 87?
I feel like it was June or July.
Yeah, I think it was the summer.
Yeah.
Summer
I was
plus
freshly too.
It's freshly
Freshly
too?
All right.
All right. You were born in 4, I thought.
So then
84.
7th
Wow.
grade, it would have been, 7th grade would have ended for Neil and I. We were about to go into 8th.
Yeah.
Quite a time.
About to.
So this is actually filmed in Santa Cruz, California, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump away from where we all live. So that's why we got to go down and look at some filming locations. And that was the first time any of us had ever, like, we'd been to Santa Cruz, but we hadn't done like this, like trying to find the locations. So it was really exciting. You'll see us like completely lose our goddamn minds about it later in this
Yeah.
episode. For me, a comfort movie. An absolute comfort movie. I could never get sick of it. I could never get sick of watching this movie. It's a Peter Pan retelling. Hello. I remember the first time I saw this movie. Oh, yes. Loosely, a Peter Pan retelling.
Lucy.
That's why it's called The Lost Boys. Oh, my God. Do not... No, Scott's mind just blown. Just use that emoji. So... I remember the first time I saw this film. I've talked about in 8th grade, my friends and I formed the horror club. And we called it the Horror Club. And every weekend and some weekdays we would get together and just watch a ton of horror movies. It was me and Chris and Alyssa. And we could watch the movies in her room. Because Chris was a boy, we had to keep the door open.
Yeah.
Good times. You should have been there. And Alyssa's mom was taking us to see Peter Pan on Broadway in San Francisco.
Wow.
And I had never seen Lost Boys. And Alyssa had. And she's like, well, we have to watch Lost Boys before we go see Peter Pan. And I was like, what? And then an obsession was formed.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I also like to point out that I have a copy of the Vampire Encyclopedia, and on the cover is the iconic Kiefer Sutherland.
Mm.
Vampire. That vampire look, the white blonde hair, the face, the collar. Iconic.
Extremely.
So that's me. That's my Lost Boys experience.
That's you. Okay. So I did not see this in the movie theater. My sister, Pam, who went by PJ back then, would grab me and my brothers on occasion. We'd go rent a movie that our parents would never let us see. And this was one of them.
Nice.
I instantly fell in love with it. I thought Corey Haim, and specifically his outfit, trench coat thing, like I wanted that so bad.
He's a fashion victim, according to some frogs.
According to some Frog Brothers, but I thought it was the shit.
Yeah.
I thought the music was great. I thought the vampires were cool. I thought however, I had no idea that it was filmed just a little bit north of us. You know, I wasn't getting into like movie trivia yet. But I absolutely love this movie. I've shown it to Space Face twice now.
You like it?
She enjoys it very much. Not her favorite, but yeah. When you can share movies like that with your kids, I think that's just makes it even more special.
I would agree.
So.
And I, of course, love this film as well. Every time I watch it, and it has been many times, I get happy and I smile and I dance and I do all the things.
Wouldn't it be funny if you were
Right.
like, I actually don't like this movie?
By the way,
I was just doing it for you guys.
hashtag unpopular opinion. But I as well fall victim to the fashion of this movie because I love what Corey Haim wears in this goddamn movie. It just, I mean, I remember having some of these similar typed, you know, outfits. Not the trench coat, but the bright colored shirts with the
Bugle Boy
splash of paint and
jeans
all that
and
stuff.
yeah.
As long as it was available at Mervyn's, I had it. So that's the important thing. So, but I mean, it was, I don't know. This film just, it is like a giant smash of my youth on my head. I mean, honestly, it's like everything about it is just, 'cause I so remember being in junior high and this film being such a huge piece of pop culture at that time. And I've told the story before, like how the people in junior high wanted to rob me and take my shirt because it said Lost Boys on it, wanted to beat me up and steal my Lost Boys shirt and all kinds of stuff.
That's
It's just,
horrifying.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't think you've told that
No,
story
I don't
before.
know that
'cause
story.
This is feeling very
I
like new information.
Maybe it was a cult film series where I told that story. Then I don't
Yeah,
know. That must
have
be
been.
it. That must be
Is
it.
there more
But-
to it?
No, I came to school one day wearing a black Lost Boys shirt because I used to buy as many horror shirts as I could back in the day, and there weren't that many.
At Mervyn's.
Right? It was more like I would go to the Fango conventions, Fangorian conventions, and I would buy like a shirt or two and wear them. Yeah, because back then you couldn't get them in they didn't have them in stores like they do now. Anyway, and so my friendly neighborhood bully wanted to beat me up and take my shirt because it said Lost Boys and
Sure.
everything. So yeah, I told him no, you can't have it. Go ahead and hit me if you want to, but it'll be pulled off my cold dead chest, kind of thing. So
Okay.
From my gold dead
anyway,
hands.
and then I don't remember. I think he hit me in the head or something, and then but didn't get my shirt. So no big
Is
deal.
that the one you're wearing? The same shirt?
Yes, this is an update that
Still
Caleb got
fits.
me for my birthday, actually.
Last boys.
Anyway, love the film, love the memories. We learn, we move on. Where do you start with such a wonderful film?
Where do you even start with such a wonderful film?
How about
Go ahead.
just with the opening title card, with the music?
Oh,
You get your Cry Little Sister opening up, and then the title card, and the panning over the boardwalk. I mean, just that alone, like I get chills and I get the goosebumps, and
you get all excited,
I
like when
smile.
it's like a movie you love, because you're
Right.
like, oh my god, I'm so happy to be watching this. We should also put out there, and I think we're going to talk about some quotes, but the movie is hilarious too. It is so funny, and it's like genuinely funny. Should we talk about the setting?
yeah, sure.
So, Santa Cruz, for those who have not been, it's a seaside destination, and there's like, treats and fancy fun drinks and rides and boardwalk games, and also Jordan Peele's Us, they filmed there as well. So it's kind of like, it's perfect setting for this movie because it's also kind of like Pleasure Island vibes, like from Pinocchio. It's like fun and carefree and forever eternal summer and youthful. It's perfect for if you're going to be forever young. It's a great place like where you'd be to get in trouble and be mischievous and hang out with your vampire friends and like haunt people.
It is a perfect setting. And again, just the opening montage when they're coming into town, right?
People are strange.
And it's just like every kind of punk, street person,
hippie,
woman French kissing a rat. I mean, which I did as a kid because I had rats.
I was going to say,
So-
Yeah, I
that
love
was you,
that.
right?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it was gross. I'm just saying that's what was happening. But I mean, it's just like all these things, and it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's just so wonderful. Thinking like,
Only Vintage has joined us. Hello.
what's happening?
Is it okay to use your real name? Put it in chat.
Your own name being Only?
No, we know who it is. But
That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
Geez, yeah. So, it's almost like there's so much that I want to say that
Yeah.
I'm like, almost like overwhelmed by how to do it. Go ahead.
Okay, why don't we start by talking about the fam?
Okay.
So we got the fabulous Diane Wiest playing Lucy, the
There's no
mom.
T at the end, but yeah.
We.
Weiss? Weiss?
Whoosh. And she's fabulous, and I love her character. I think she's so cute. She's like the perfect, like, mom, like, cool mom. And, like, I love it when she is talking about the vampires, and we don't know they're vampires, and she's like, oh, they're just like we were when we were young, like, they dress better. And just, like,
Right.
so, like, I don't know, just, like, open and sweet. You can see why Max is like, you'd be the perfect mother for my lost boys, right?
Right.
So we all love her. I
No,
think that.
absolutely. And Joel Schumacher, she had just won an Academy Award for Hannah and Her Sisters. So, and the extras on this DVD here, Joel Schumacher talks about how lucky he felt to get her, that
Yeah.
she said yes.
Because she could like write her own checks at that point. Yeah. So then we got the boys.
Yep.
We've got Michael, who's kind of lame.
What?
What? How does that work?
I don't know.
Jason
like-
Patrick?
What?
Oh yeah, from Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Well, that was lame, yes.
That's the only other Jason Patrick movie I know.
What?
Solar babies.
Sure.
I
No,
can't
he's
think of it.
okay, but he's going through some angsty period, so he's a little too cool for school. And like it's kind of funny, like they ride in the car and he's like, I'm on my motorcycle.
I would.
You did.
I did. I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, did he inspire you to ride motorcycles?
No. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%. I didn't even think about that at the time. I was inspired by.
Evil
I don't even
Knievel.
know.
These two.
Yes, actually. How'd you know? I was trying to hide it. It was Johnny, okay? Johnny made me do it.
No, he's fine. He's just kind of an angsty boy. He's just trying to find his way. Young adult.
Well, I mean, he's taken from Phoenix, right, where they lived, and then dropped into this town with his
he
grandfather.
didn't have to go.
I feel like Diane Weiss would have been like freaking out if he didn't, though.
Yeah, he probably would have not had a good life.
So,
if
I mean,
he
he's
didn't go.
probably like going to be a senior in high school, right? Is that?
I mean, he
I think
looks
he's out of
about
high school.
30, but
Well,
yeah,
he's got
I
the
think-
body of a 30-year-old.
I
So you
got
think he's
him-
just there to go to college?
I got the impression he was like a recent grad. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got recent grad
Okay.
as well.
Yeah, I get trying to find his way, having some angst.
All right.
Then we have the aforementioned Haim,
Not the band.
not the band.
Called Haim. but
The Corey.
but the Corey Haim.
So it's kind of funny because up until like about halfway through the movie, I find him just so annoying, but like
Okay.
in like a fine way, like in like a little brotherish way. I've always felt, even when I was younger than him, when I first watched the movie, I was like, oh my god, this kid. But then he kind of grows on you as the movie goes along. But some of us lived for the fashions.
Yep.
I had no problem with him. I don't know how I would
Because
have.
y'all were him.
I don't know how I would have acted, if I were in that situation. So, I might be a little annoying too. And I can totally get it. I would just want to be in the comic book shop and, getting in trouble.
but no horror comics.
No horror. He was very specific. I don't read those.
How about Grandpa?
Fucking Grandpa.
We love Grandpa, right?
Star of the actual show.
That's right.
Some of
Not in it enough, in my opinion.
not in enough, but you know what? Also, like really perfect use of him though. So it's kind of like those like little flavors where it's like, yeah, we could have used more, but like you don't overuse such a strong.
I do kind of
ingredient.
feel like every scene he was in he was sort of like the punchline to a
Snatched
joke.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has some of the best lines,
Right.
including.
This is my fridge.
Oh yeah, the second shelf
Right.
with
Okay.
Oreos.
And the boppers.
And the boppers.
Don't forget the goddamn boppers.
They're there, but he doesn't mention them.
I know, but I'm
he
just
just
so
says
excited.
my root beer and my double stuffed Oreos.
I'm just so excited to see the boppers because
You have talked about boppers.
I
on the
have.
show.
because you had to explain them to us. We didn't
didn't
know
know
what
what
they
they
were.
again
I
they
already
were
forgot.
they were a treat that my family could not afford. But in the off chance I would go to say someone else's house, maybe who had a bopper,
Ooh.
it'd be like ooh,
Rich friends,
a bopper,
rich friends.
exactly.
Yes.
A goodness of like peanut butter or chocolate rolled with like little Rice Krispie things on the outside, and no, they were good.
I don't
say
like.
no.
I don't like Rice Krispies
Oh,
in
What?
things. I have my weird texture issues, and
Do you
I
eat,
love Krispies.
do you eat cereal? Like just
The
plain
cereal's
cereal?
okay.
Just
I
fine?
just
Okay.
can't with other textures. It's
Not
weird.
in some.
Of course, he also, like, one of my other favorite ones is when he tells Michael, the rule about filling up the car. Like, now you do. Like,
Yes.
so good.
Yes.
Of course, he has the iconic Santa Carla, one thing you never could stomach. The TV guide, which I love.
Yeah.
Like, this way you don't need TV. The Windex aftershave. I mean, I could go on. I just jotted down a few of my favorites.
So he has a hot date with the widow Johnson.
And he loves to taxiderm.
He loves a tax.
And
he likes his
he
family.
likes his
weed.
his reefer.
Yeah.
That Santa Carla weed.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
So we love Grandpa. You can totally see like him being in this like crazy
Yes.
free hippie
Frippy.
place.
That works.
He's a frippy.
Frippy.
His daughter's a frippy.
And
They're all
then
frippies.
the first night they're there, they encounter what has to be some of the greatest live entertainment ever
So,
ever.
Can we get a slow clap?
given, recorded, performed.
For-
Mr. Tim Capello. Caleb will demonstrate for you right now
You
the saxophone
missed it.
undulation.
I mean, he wears like a chain as a necklace.
Yeah.
He's like oily. The hair, the voice, the pants.
Yeah.
Absolutely
The things hanging
everything.
off the pants,
Everything.
the chains, the
Oh my god.
Ugh.
Absolutely.
like. I feel like he out-80'd the 80s.
he's like everything that's like the best about like that excess. And I remember, I think I've told this before, but when I showed this movie to producer Scott a few years ago, because he hadn't seen it, he like after the Tim scene, he was like, "I see why you like this movie." Impossible to resist the charms.
Now, in real life, Tim is a great musician. He's written songs with Tina Turner. He's toured with, he was her touring saxophonist.
Yeah,
Right.
he's like a big deal.
He's a big deal musically, for sure.
And
For
Will,
sure.
we know Will's a fan because Will sent us a big email. Thank you, Will, for that,
Okay.
by the way. Moses, about Tim as well. So
Okay.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
He is a huge. I mean, let's be honest. He's one of the things people remember about this movie.
Oh yeah.
It is iconic.
It's iconic.
It is fantastic. I still pat my foot. I still give myself a little one of these. when it
And
comes
I've
on.
seen, however, I don't want to do the math, however long it's, 40 years, 50, 20,
35.
35.
5,000 years later.
I hear 40?
From
I
what
hear
I
45.
understand, he still performs like
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
With no shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the dance, I
bless
would
him.
love to see that sometime.
So would I.
We will.
He was
That's
at, I
bucket
believe it was
list.
Comic-Con last year.
Okay.
I watched a video someone filmed.
Yeah,
Alright.
Of it?
Jelly.
Yeah, and it was, you know, I mean, it's obviously not, it's perfect because there were no burning, you know, garbage cans
Right.
around
And the
them.
people and
You
the
need
Right.
you need the whole aesthetic,
Yeah.
you know, going
And
around.
the
yeah.
and the group, they're all just kind of sitting there like this, you know,
Lame.
with a few women, you know, of the right age that were like, you know,
Oh my god, they're so. Oh my god, doing those like 80s.
No,
Yeah.
but that's the thing. You got to do that Jamie Gertz dance when she, you know,
Yes.
comes walking in.
like she does the hand thing and then she puts her hands out.
Hands
It's
out,
like,
yep.
what is that,
What
Dan?
even
Okay.
is- but you know what? I'm gonna start doing it at concerts.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jamie
Cha-ching.
Gertz,
Yes.
star, kind of a weak character. Kind of.
Yeah,
You know, it sucks because I would have really liked a really kick-ass girl vampire character. But we got Star, and we'll take her. She's ours. Laddie always creeped me out. I'm sorry, person who played Laddie, but like the little military regalia and being a small person.
Military you mean from the Civil War military?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that
creepy.
jacket was.
And
I always thought it was like a marching band, like a music
Yeah.
man kind of thing.
And I don't know, like he would have been a lot cuter if he was like a little younger or a little older. Like it's just, I don't know, kind of a weird in between.
He was he'd be a parallel to the donkey boy from Pinocchio.
I'm sorry, what?
Pinocchio, the Lost Boys, when the one turns into a donkey from the excess.
The donkey.
That would be his.
Yeah, that's his
Place.
counterpart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many burning barrels did you guys count?
I didn't count.
Oh, okay. I counted 7.
Damn, that's a
That's a
lot.
lot.
That's a lot in one scene. Yeah,
That's a lot.
that's a lot of burning barrels.
We could have used more.
I wonder how they film that.
With the camera. I don't know.
No, I mean, I'm just thinking, like, you know, people are out there, you know, doing their 80s dance to
Yeah.
it, you
Yeah.
know, get a little excited, knock one over,
Oh, yeah.
poof,
Roll it into the ocean.
you know, there goes your extras.
There goes
Well,
the
they
group.
probably did lose some extras. They probably started out with 10 barrels.
Probably did.
Um,
Jamie Gertz wasn't the first cast
oh my god,
in that role.
Star
she got
was
burned
this,
up.
She had like a big part,
Right.
and then they're like, no, we got to film some scenes real quick because we killed her. Did you ever ride your motorcycle down some stairs?
No. I'd probably kill myself if I tried that.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
And like in
Through the
real
sand.
life,
Did you ever think about it, though?
No.
did you ever ride your motorcycle in the sand?
No.
And like they make
Did
it
you ever
all-
ride your motorcycle?
I did. and
Okay, I just wanted to hear you say yes.
Yes. I tried to stick to like pavement because I don't
Yeah.
trust dirt and sand with on a motorcycle.
Very
Not
smart.
a dirt bike, especially not a dirt bike.
Very
It
I,
was-
smart.
I don't
very
trust
smart.
it
Street
with,
wheels,
with
so.
my feet, let alone
Right.
those because like it was kind of funny because of course you'll see in the vlog we go to the stairs and I mean they're so slippery because they're covered
the sand.
in sand.
Yeah.
And they were weird stairs too. We were like, what's up with these stairs? They weren't like normal stairs. I don't know. They were weird.
They were Lost Boys stairs.
They're Lost Boys stairs. But we get to meet the vampire crew of Mike not Michael, but of the Peter and his lost boys.
Like David
David.
and Marco and Paul.
Yep. Marco.
No, you know, I didn't know the last guy. I didn't know Billy Wirth. I had to look his name up.
It's
I know what it is, but I'm saying, but do you, because I had to look it up. Did anyone actually know his name? Everyone
no,
else's name they
no,
say.
no.
Well, I
Isn't
couldn't
it like
remember
Dwayne
him.
or
It
something?
is Dwayne.
Yeah,
You
Dwayne,
read it because I
yeah.
have it written
No,
down
no,
here.
no. I remember because I saw it on IMDb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I didn't know it till then. Yeah. He had a name? I don't know.
Dwayne.
And of course Marco, the
Yes.
iconic curly mullet.
Yes.
Curls for days, that mullet.
Really? I feel like that was just like a bad clip on. It was Alex Winter's regular curly hair, and they
Yeah.
just went clip.
Well, it's still a mullet. It's still business in the front, party in the back. We love the vampires, all of them. Right? I do.
Yeah, I mean,
They're not as cool as David.
no, yeah, I mean, Paul and Dwayne are like, they're your
They're,
secondary.
they're the shit, and then
Marco's pretty cool, even though he's kind of the little baby kind of the group.
Yeah.
Yet he stands out to me a lot for some reason.
I just
Yeah.
think the fashion of all of them.
Yes.
Like I wanted that, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Well,
wanted
'cause they're
to.
kinda
I
the
want to
henchmen.
dress like that.
They
I wanted
round
to.
out the gang. Yeah.
Any of them, you know, any of the
Yeah.
four. I didn't.
And Caleb was a big hair metal guy, so I could see you especially like
The leather and the chains and
Yeah.
yeah,
Paul,
absolutely.
either Paul or Dwayne would be
Absolutely.
And that, I mean, Paul's hair was just like teased. There was all kinds of things
Yeah.
going on.
So big.
He
Yes.
was murdering the ozone with all the Aquanet he
Yeah.
was using.
So of course it's really fun because they're kind of hazing Michael a little bit.
Yes.
Kind of seeing if he can hang with these Peter Pan Lost Boys. Literally hang
Right.
off a bridge.
Yes.
They do that. They take him to their cool hotel cave
Sunk into the ground.
that they
Yeah.
live in. And they make him eat things, which is like kind of not cool. Oh my God, maggots.
No, yeah, the
Is that
maggots.
when your maggots thing started?
I think I always just did not like maggots necessarily. I don't like them, especially in my Chinese food.
We went
So-
to an escape room last weekend, you guys, and there was pretend maggots, and Neil was triggered. So triggered.
I was
Hates the maggots.
Not a fan.
All I can say is thank God Scott didn't blind taste test us with any of those.
You would know.
Oh yeah, that would. That
Scott
would
doesn't
be.
hate us.
That'd be bad.
I don't know, after the oatmeal.
I didn't mind the oatmeal. I was okay with that.
Cold oatmeal should be illegal.
I feel kind of hated.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, that's a good point.
What did you guys? Max's video store,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where Mom works now.
Where Mom works now, but I like when you walk in at first, he's got the European vacation standee back there, and then a little Goonies thing. I was like trying to pick out, like, oh, cool, okay,
And that's fun because of Corey Feldman.
Yes,
That's like
exactly.
really
Well, and originally Richard Donner was attached to direct, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
But
So he's a producer
Oh,
now.
okay.
He stayed on as a producer.
You mean on Lost Boys?
Lost Boys.
That was his picture. I mean,
Yeah.
that was his.
It was his movie, but he
Yeah.
went on to direct Lethal Weapon, I believe.
It
he
was.
was a little busy.
So, and then speaking of fashion, Max's outfits,
not the-
not
the
so
vibe.
much.
But you know what? It's perfect because he seems so unassuming. Like that he'd be the father of these vampire boys. You know? So it's kind of
So to me, he looks like and I don't know how old he really was at the time, but
Yeah.
like the 40-year-old that's like, trying to dress down a little bit and,
I think you're a little harsh on that.
I probably am, but it just wasn't.
What about his house?
love his
Oh,
house.
take the house. I even take the
Edward
dog.
Herman.
That's fine too.
Edward
you know?
Herman, yeah.
Everybody loves Edward Herman. He's
Yeah.
a national treasure.
He passed like 2 years ago. I
Yeah, like
think?
not that long
think so.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but his house had like all the neon stuff in it, and the clocks and the
Love it.
jukebox and
Yeah,
the neon
yeah.
sign and the
Oh, that's
stripes
fun.
and everything.
Well, and it also kind of
But-
makes sense because he's got these kids that so he's trying to keep it like the vibe for his vampire
Oh,
children.
you think the kids ever come to his house?
Oh yeah, I think they do for like Thanksgiving dinner and stuff.
For all the worms and the maggots that
I
they want.
think even they need to decompress sometimes and just not be in the cavern. So
Okay.
they come home, they do a little family time. I love it, and I love that twist so much. Like it's so good,
Yeah.
so good. Let's talk about my favorite characters, the Frog
The frogs.
Brothers.
Okay.
Absolutely my favorites. I love how earnest they are. Like they are so bought in. They're so dedicated. This book will save your life.
Yep.
I love so many Corey Feldman roles, but this is probably one of my favorites. This one.
Yeah,
I love the way they dress. He looks like John Rambo. Their weird burnout parents.
They just freaking passed out the whole time behind the counter.
And like they're all big
Yeah.
and bad until they actually have to do it.
Yeah.
And then it's like then they're just like still kids. Again, some great lines.
Yeah.
Great lines.
Yeah.
I think both of them, him and Jameson Newlander,
Oh yes.
have some pretty good,
yes.
have some great lines. And then,
Yeah.
I love that little scene where they are busting into the church and are doing the holy water. And on the way out, Jameson just does a quick little thing as he walks out the door.
Righteous.
So it was really good. It's a good little beat to do that. So actually, yeah, I don't know. They're fun characters.
No, yeah. Again, extras of the DVD here. They talk about Corey Feldman talked about how he auditioned for the part. Joel said, "Yeah, that was good, but I need you to." In his words, butch it up a little bit. And he said, I
okay.
didn't know what that meant. And he said, so he gave me homework. He said, go home and watch, First Blood and Missing in Action. And he said,
So my Rambo It was
And
really
that was very intense. I
mean,
mean,
that's just
even
it.
his delivery is very Stallone-esque.
Yes.
You know, and that is because Joel told him to play it like you're an action hero.
I love it.
And so even though they're kind of a joke to the viewer,
Yeah.
they're not treating it
No, that's the
as
earnestness.
one. They're just
Right.
so
Yeah.
earnest. They're
Yeah.
all in.
Yeah.
But they were saying on set they didn't realize either until later that they were jokes.
Oh, okay.
That they were there for kind of amusement.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody is a little bit comedic fodder except for like David. Like at
Pretty
some
much.
point.
Pretty much. David is a straight man.
Right.
But only Vintage has never seen this film.
Oh.
So, Dimitri,
Only vintage.
wow. Well, we're gonna screw it up for you a little bit, but
But you'll still love it, I promise. You'll still
Definitely.
have a really good time.
Still holds up.
my favorite line
Go on.
from the Frog Brothers, I think, well, one of my favorites, but I think from Corey Feldman, is the one that's like, we trashed the one that looked like Twisted Sister.
Look, that's
Yeah.
on mine too.
Is that on yours too?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I also like it when I love that line. We trash someone who looks like Twisted Sister. And there's another line that I love that I wrote down is when Corey Haim's character, I can't remember his character.
Sam.
Sam, like, is freaking out at Michael,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Well, then what are you, the Flying Nun?" It's so good.
A goddamn shit-sucking vampire.
Oh my god, yeah. That's pretty good.
Wait till I tell Mom, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, see, he's kind of annoying, right?
No, but
He's a mama's
okay.
boy.
So
Yes, yes.
their dynamic, I thought, was perfect together.
Well, yeah, he's
because
very little brother.
but every single scene, they're roughhousing, they're chasing each other, they're
Mm-hmm.
punching each other. It's very believable, that it's a younger, older brother dynamic.
Is that how you were with yours?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 I mean, because there's scenes like where Corey gets like right in there with Michael, like head up against head, and
Yeah.
doing his little laughing. I can't even duplicate it. He does, but you know what I'm talking about, right? That
Yeah.
noise he makes when he like
Yeah.
gets his face like right up in you.
Yeah.
And even like in Peter Pan, another, we have Nana.
Nanook.
Nanook,
We
And I
have,
know
we
you
have
love
Michael and John. John
Yes.
was changed to Sam.
And the fact that the Lost Boys and the fact that they live in this Neverland and never have to grow up.
Yeah.
And he even says those words.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God,
interesting.
I hear sirens.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They're coming for you, Haley. Run!
Haley, run!
But then
Grant-
even the mom is Lucy, which isn't Peter Pan, but
Yeah. But I guess Wendy would be a little on the nose.
a little. But
you
but I
think-
I feel like isn't that a callback to Bram Stoker's Lucy?
Oh my God, yes, Bram Stoker.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes! That's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Caleb, everyone.
Grandpa's house has got very high ceilings.
Very high.
Because at the end, there's a lot of high flying going on. I
You
know
can
it's a
fly,
two-story
you can
house.
fly, you can fly.
These vampires fly with their pixie dust.
They fly everywhere.
I've always liked when vampires like these have a long game, where
Okay.
it's like you have to drink the blood, but they kind of leave you like dangling.
Right, that
for
only
a
gets you-
while, hooked.
Halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's in a cool bottle, but he probably shouldn't have drank it.
Probably not.
Would,
I mean, after the whole maggots and worms and are you really going to take anything else that they're offering you?
I guess
It
that's
is.
true.
I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I definitely would have drank that as a teenager, no question.
Do you think when you were Sam's age, which we're going to guess is probably what?
14.
14? That's what I
13,
would
13,
guess.
14, yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of like, his mom, okay, lights out, go to bed now.
Oh, I know.
And his
See-
brother's like, take your bath.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And I'm like, I don't know, at 14 that I was still.
That's why he's annoying, is because they have to baby him because
What?
he's a baby.
Okay.
He's a baby. He can't read horror. He can
But
barely
he doesn't
be
like to read
That's
horror.
just a choice, though.
Yeah.
No, it's because he's scared. He can barely even take a bubble bath without freaking out. Another Lost Boy kind of reference with the song "Lonely Boy."
That's true.
Yeah, we love Nanook, and it's sad because Nanook gets hurt.
Really?
Doesn't he get hurt? Don't they hurt him?
No, that I remember.
Well, because he hurts a vampire, but
Well, he bites
Michael's hand.
yeah.
And then he pushes Twisted Sister into the bath.
I thought that Nanook got hurt by one of the vampires. Not dead, but injured. Maybe
No,
that's
I
just in
think
my
so.
head. That's in my fever dream headcanon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That
I
tracks.
think Nanook's okay.
That tracks for me. Yeah, he's afraid of the taxidermy. He's afraid of everything.
He's just not a fan of it. I mean, I wouldn't want these things in my room constantly looking at me either, though. Beavers and owls and.
I do not do.
You want dead ones looking at you? You want live ones?
Well, I mean, I prefer them to be alive, but if they're dead, they're beautiful. Haley likes taxidermy
Okay.
art too. Hi, Haley. I bet Space Face likes taxidermy stuff. Yeah, we're weirdos, and we like that.
All right, well, I have to agree with Sam on that one, I think. That's okay, though. I feel sad. Only Vintage, you should plug your ears for this part. I feel sad when Kiefer meets his maker at the end.
Yeah, because he's such a cool vampire.
He is.
I mean, I can't really pick favorite cinematic vampires because there's just so many good ones.
Right.
But he's definitely like top 5.
But I just, I mean, I feel like, he probably was one of them street people kissing rats and things that they do in Santa Carla. And then Max came up to him and was like, hey, you want a job at the video store? And he's like, okay. And he comes in there and then he gets bit. And, and then he can't help it, right?
Yeah.
And then he's charged with leading a new group of vampires, and he just does what he has to do.
Well, they have like a found family. They have,
Right.
they have a culture. they have that, and it's sad.
I don't know. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I find that a little bit sad.
Yeah, it is sad because they were just
If
lost
he
boys too.
if he died.
If he died.
I mean, his beard went away. It seemed like he died.
Is that how it works?
When I die, my beard will just go away. That's what happens.
Disappears. Of course, we
goes
have an
away.
epic battle.
Grandpa saves the day.
Grandpa saves the day with the truck,
Yep.
and that's why we love him. And he says the iconic line.
Yep. All the damn vampires.
Do you want to talk about the soundtrack?
I do want to talk about the soundtrack.
All right.
Soundtrack.
Kick-ass soundtrack.
Soundtrack. We're not talking about the soundtrack?
No, I don't have the audio, obviously.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We love the soundtrack.
Just talking about the soundtrack.
All right. So for this is one of my favorite movie soundtracks of all time. And
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
And I still listen to it often. Right next to Tootsie. Right next to Greatest American
They're
Heroes.
basically the same. Yeah.
But I mean, so I don't know. I did go through and write down the songs and hoping that we'd be able to play a quick little splash for everyone.
Why don't we just sing
But
it?
that's not going to happen. So Caleb instead will play it on his kazoo. But
You should have learned it on your keyboard.
I know.
after Caleb insulted my keyboard last episode, I just kind of I'm ashamed to pull it out now. I don't want to show it in public.
We're gonna have to. Move
I stand
past
by my
that.
assessment.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move past that because you're gonna have to play again.
No, it's hard. Anyway, so there's a track called "Good Times" by INXS and Jimmy Barnes.
Jimmy Boo.
These are all excellent songs. "Lost in the Shadows," we all know, of course, by Lou Gramm. It's that's an iconic one. One of the ones I love so much that I think a lot of people probably hate is that the redo, if you will, of "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me."
Neil likes a cover.
I do like a cover. I like this one a lot.
I like that cover too.
By Roger Daltrey. I think it is a fantastic cover. It's
Yeah.
just so 80s.
Well, and it just fits the movie.
It does. No, it does.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's wonderful. In fact, I was watching this a few days ago again, and at the end, it comes on in the end credits, that song.
Yeah.
And my wife happened to walk in at that point, and she was like, "Ugh, who murdered this song?" And I was like, "What?
Context, woman.
How
Context.
dare you?
Yeah.
Get out of here." Laying Down the Law, another INXS song. 2 INXS songs on this.
Love it. So good.
We love the NXS. Oh my God. People Are Strange, of course. The
Echo.
epic Echo and the Bunnymen.
I like that, and I like the Doors version.
Yes. I like them both. You're right.
Yeah, take him.
Finally, track number 6. Cry Little Sister. The absolute iconic Cry Little
Like
Sister.
Corey Haim's character, Cry. Yeah. No, it's a great song.
Yes, by Gerard McMahon, or G-Mac as he goes by now, I'm told.
Didn't know that.
But that song, I mean, that song really makes the movie in many parts, in many ways.
I read that he wrote it before even seeing the movie.
Wow.
Damn.
And Joel told him you
Sure.
perfectly nailed what I wanted.
The Guatemalaness.
What I wanted.
That's a bird
no
cage.
Guatemalans.
Yeah.
Power Play by Eddie and the Tide. For me, it's probably the weakest song on the soundtrack.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think that's probably, And then, of course, I Still Believe. Tim Capello. Epic again. Which, by the way, that is also a cover of
It
a
is?
song by a band called The Call.
I didn't know that was a cover.
Yeah.
Like all of these songs covers
So-
of something.
I don't know. Some of them I thought were new, but what do I know? I don't know anything. I don't even know what a click is. So,
Call back to the click.
Wow.
I know. And then Beauty Has a Way, Mummy Calls. I like that song a lot.
That's
I
good.
think that might be one of them little hidden gems, if you will.
Sure. In the context of this movie, all these songs are perfect.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. And then the end is it's called To the Shock of Miss Louise, which is basically that carnival music
Yeah.
sound
Yeah.
that they use often. So fantastic. I have it. I listen to it a lot. I'll be quite honest.
Mason
Anyone
and I
else?
were listening to it on our way here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you do.
Do you guys have a favorite? Is it possible to pick a favorite?
I don't know. Do you have a favorite, Mace?
Song on the soundtrack.
Not even listening.
It's a whole pack. It's a whole package. Yep.
No? Okay, cool.
Probably Cry Little Sister.
Yeah, that's a hard one. not to
Because
have.
it's like, well, and it just like, it so ties into the movie and make me think of the movie. So
Yeah, it does.
yes,
Agreed.
it's probably my favorite.
Okay. Cool.
I like that little sound that's in there.
A little bit of the squeaky.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think? Should we show them locations?
Let's
Vlog
do
it.
it.
Welcome to the Cult Show vlog on location in beautiful Santa Carla,
What?
Santa Cruz, California. We're going to go to the Lost Boys filming locations. Lost Boys, a movie that's close to all of our hearts. We absolutely love it. We had to go see where some of our favorite scenes are filmed. We're going to take you with us.
All locations.
All the locations. You know where we should start with?
Where's that?
Grandpa's house.
Everybody shake. Everybody groove. Everybody shake.
I like my favorite. Over the river, through the woods. To grandfather's house we go.
Grandpa's house. They drove up this driveway in the movie, clear as day. Because it was during the day.
Grandpa's garage was right over here. I don't think that was ever part of the actual house. I think that was just something built for the movie.
This is awesome.
This is way cool.
This is freaking awesome.
So this was originally built as some kind of like, what do you call it? A
Lodge,
lodge
There's a
place?
whole like little standy plaque thing about it. It's really sad though because it's kind of fallen into disrepair.
Yeah.
Not only is it historical, it's Grandpa's house.
Mary, Mary, you're on my mind.
Over here, again about the pool, we know it's a pool because we've got the 5-foot marker here and the 8-foot marker further down there. And again, this is where Grandpa's garage was temporarily built just for the movie.
Tennis courts.
Tennis, anyone? Doubles? Doubles?
The backside of Grandpa's house. So obviously, they only used Grandpa's house here for the exterior shots. Everything interior was done in a Warner Brothers lot. So, but that being said, were Michael and Sam really here, Michael would be floating out these windows when he was doing his vamping out. So, but
I think they're unripe blackberries.
yeah, should be pretty tart.
She's dark. Grandpa's berries. Very good. Not many lemons though, huh? Caleb, you're the tallest. You have to
What the CULTSHOW.
Thank you, Grandpa's house.
check it out.
Hey, look at this.
It's pretty cool. Surfers Memorial, Santa Cruz.
We're standing right where the sign was for Santa Carla when Michael and Sam and Lucy drove through. This is where the sign was. Welcome to Santa Carla.
Welcome. We are at Atlantis Fantasy World, the comic book store from the movie The Lost Boys, where I take you around inside, bought some things, heard some stories, met the awesome people that work inside. And let's go.
But now remember, wasn't the actual store in the movie at the time because they had to move locations. And it was never on the boardwalk.
That's just movie magic trickery.
The first publisher that they had requested to make the comic couldn't do it in their timeline that they needed. So then they went to, what was it, BlackRock or somebody? And based on their timeline, that's they just had to take a pre-existing comic and just turn it around real fast.
Look, I'm touching the actual prop that, I guess it'd be what, Feldman hands to Corey Haim?
Yes.
That's awesome. That's history. So this is the replica, we'll call it, the replica
Yeah.
Yeah.
that we're going to take home with us because we have to.
Where are we?
We're in Atlantis Fantasy World.
Look at it.
Not on the boardwalk. Common
Never
misconception.
was.
Never
Never was.
Never was. Do people come in and ask you about the Lost Boys all the time?
Every day.
Every damn day.
At least during the summer,
Mhm.
the rate increases pretty noticeably.
I believe that.
Which number are we in today's visitors?
2 or 3.
Oh, so we'd be number
Probably.
1.
Well, maybe today. I'm here every day, so they run together.
Yeah. How long have you worked here?
16 years?
Oh my God.
15 and a half going
Since
on.
you were like a
16.
fetus? You don't look old enough to work here that long.
Thanks.
What is your favorite behind-the-scenes Lost Boy story that you've heard just from being in this town?
My favorite is probably that they put a plywood set in the gutter in front of the comic book store. And
Okay.
then they had extras walk by back and forth. So it looks like it's not like the open street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks like it's more a confined boardwalk kind of storefront.
Clever.
And if you look really closely at that plywood, they obviously did like really quick graffiti all over
Great
it.
paint job, yeah.
So like, I just imagine the set, like the set people just randomly like
Right.
graffitiing
Yeah.
up some random plywood wall.
Yeah.
But
Hilarious.
movie magic, everyone
Nice.
believed it.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Are people like mad that it's not on the boardwalk? They're like, but this is supposed to be on a boardwalk.
only if they've spent half an hour looking for it. Because it happened.
That could be
We're
us.
at the boardwalk all day.
Thank you for your
Appreciate it.
time. We appreciate
Anytime.
you.
You have a really busy job keeping everything going here.
Well, I got
So,
help. It's
you
not
do-
Yeah,
you've got
he has some
great
pretty
help, too,
awesome,
by the
way.
awesome
Awesome.
helpers.
Awesome.
We help Joe, and then we also have help.
Murder spot.
You remember those two people in the car? The guy who stole the comic book from the Frog Brothers store? Well, guess what? He gets his up and comings.
His comeuppance.
His comeuppance as well. He gets ripped out of his car along with his lady friend. And he,
Right here.
right here.
Hey, look where we are.
What?
It's a famous horror movie boardwalk. Lost Boys. Us. But we're here for Lost Boys.
Lost Boys. Lost Boys.
Woohoo! Let's go.
When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down.
Want to get something?
Okay.
Faces come out of the rain.
So much Lost Boys lore right here.
Sacred.
You're taking
Sacred.
it in. Sacred.
Sacred.
Say hello to the night. We're lost in the shadows. It's really hot.
Help.
I always lose my races.
We're here at the famous carousel. Remember how the Lost Boys walked through it looking all cool? We're not sure they're gonna let us do that, but we're here. We're at the carousel. We found what we think is the original horses repainted from that scene. Feel pretty confident about it. It's my horse, a mighty steed,
What is your horse's name?
Chestnut.
Chestnut. Chestnut. Caleb, who are you riding today? Brownie. Brownie. square. They ride through in a motorcycle. Boom. Boom. Well, you can hear the cars. This is it. The war.
And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a call to you. 'Cause I feel good tonight. And everything's gonna be right, right, right. Gonna have a good time tonight. Rock and roll music gonna play all night. Come on, baby, it won't take long. Only take a minute just to sing my song. I'm gonna have a good time tonight. Rock and roll music gonna play all night. Come on, baby, it won't take long. Only take a minute just to sing my song. Listen. Gonna have a good time tonight. Rock and roll music gonna play all night. Come on, baby, it won't take long. Only take a minute just to sing my song. Gonna have a good time tonight. Rock and roll music gonna play all night. Come on, baby, it won't take long. Only take a minute just to sing my song. Gonna have a good time tonight. Rock and roll music gonna play all night. Come on, baby, it won't take
Hey, so Max and the mom, I can't remember, Diane, they have a dinner date in this restaurant. Remember that door? You remember that door?
That's what I'm talking about.
That was loud on the microphone.
Here we are.
I got a boo-boo.
What if I don't want to? What if I'm not ready? Bunk.
Boing. Hi.
Horse shit. Dog shit. Cow shit.
Grandpa's backside seen better days.
No one remembers your name when you're strange, when you're strange, when you're
Yay!
And always a jump scare at the end.
Gotta have it. We survived
Yeah.
Santa Carla.
So that was like a super fun time, just like being, with you guys and doing all that. But one of the things I remember that I really liked about that day is people gave me so many compliments. Remember, people were like, "Oh my God, your glasses, your lipstick, you're so cute." Remember?
Yes.
God bless the people. who
They're
said
very
this.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like, we like the people you're with. Those are nice people.
They said you all were okay.
So, we wanted to show you real quick. Here we have, of course, the replica that we brought with us back from the store.
Yep.
So we still have it at a permanent residence in the studio now.
Atlantis Fantasy World.
Yes, very nice people there.
Very awesome.
We recommend you go visit them.
Cool, awesome.
So, and
store.
this basically talks about what's going on in Santa Cruz and the different places you can visit for the Lost Boys sets, I think. Actually, I haven't looked at it. Haven't even opened this before.
No, because it's
I know.
sacred.
None of
Yeah.
us have.
Anyway.
I hope you enjoyed that. Beautifully edited by Neil. And of
thank
course, the footage was all shot by producer Scott.
That's
Got some
right.
really great footage. vampire game?
There's a game?
All right.
All right. Haley, you're up.
Alright, we are bringing back a classic game of Fuck, Marry, Kill. Vampire
Oh my
edition.
goodness.
The most appropriate for today's episode.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I have provided some visual aids for you folks on the couch and on your chair. So, if you need clarification, if you don't recognize the character, there might be one or two. Ask me, I have a number.
Okay.
So, it's all set up.
Okay, perfect.
Ready for our first round?
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't have any euphemisms ready for the F. so
Oh, he
This is
loves
not
those.
fair.
Would you prefer the more PG? Bed,
No, he just actually comes up with things that
or
are
wed?
that are worse. Like the
Oh,
things he
that's
comes
right,
up with
you're
are
right.
actually
You know what?
really
Should've
gross
known.
and disturbing,
Yes.
and you should just wish you
Exactly.
would say fuck.
So we'll test your improv skills here.
Yeah.
First up, we have the Vampire Lestat, classic from Interview with the Vampire. We have-
Is that Tom Cruise version?
It is.
Okay.
Yes, we're talking about the lovely movie. We have Nandor the Relentless from the beloved TV series What We Do in the Shadows.
We love it.
And we have our classic sparkly boy, Edward Cullen from Twilight, of course.
Ed. I'm
I'm
gonna marry
roll it
Lestat.
over.
I'll go first. I'm gonna marry Lestat.
Mhm.
I'm gonna fuck Nandor the Relentless. And Edward didn't make it this round. Sorry, Ed. Take a hike. Kick sparkly rocks, sparkly man.
Yeah, for me, Edward's not going to make it for any round ever.
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 Oh,
Ever. I
we'll
don't care.
see.
well,
I'm sure
I
Neil
mean,
could come
but
up with something.
all right. Sandra, I think I'm just going to follow you.
Same.
Yeah, I'm going to
Same.
I'm gonna fuck Nandor, marry Lestat, and
We're Anne
Kill
Rice fans.
Edward.
We have to marry.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Family.
Okay,
Oh my God, we're the brides.
Right.
which one is
Neil,
the...
1, 4, and
Thank you.
7.
1, 4.
Edward?
Yeah.
Lestat,
That's Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise Lestat,
Okay.
and Nandor the Relentless.
Okay, I would definitely would kill the sparkly man.
Sure.
There's no question
It's
about
unanimous.
that at all.
Yep.
I would probably have amorous congress with Tom Cruise,
Sure.
and I'd have to marry.
You're
Nandor.
marrying Nandor.
I'd have to marry
You know what?
Nandor.
You two
That fucking guy. I want him around.
would be the most insane.
I want him
couple.
around.
Insane.
You had to
couple.
say that when I was taking a drink.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Love it.
I'd have to.
Yeah, I don't think I could marry him. I don't think I could
I
live.
think you'd
I don't
get
think
real
I could
mad.
live with that guy.
But he's not going to be good for
With
one
that
night. in
fucking
bed.
guy.
I don't think he's good for one night.
Fucking guy. One night in the coffin.
No. One
Neil, it's
night
one
in
night. If
Bangkok.
it's good, great. If it's bad,
Oh,
it's
no,
just one night.
Nandor. He deserves better than that.
Where's Guillermo on this list? Where's Gizmo on this?
I know. I want Gizmo.
He's not
Give me
there for
Gizmo.
you. Yeah.
That's right. Up to you to slide into those DMs, Marion. Try your luck.
What do we? I always did this, but now apparently we do.
No, the OG. You're
Yeah.
fine.
No.
Yeah. Well, now we do this.
Yes.
But I don't like that as much. I like this.
My fingers don't work. My Gen X fingers don't work like that.
Can't even fathom it. You're just,
Like what?
what
What
side?
side?
Right.
Thank you. Next.
All right, thank you. Next, we have Udo Kier from Blood for Dracula, one of my favorites.
Yes.
One of the many editions of Dracula.
Where is he on here?
He is number 16, so you might need to check the second page.
Okay.
Following up, we have a curveball. This is Damon Salvatore from the Vampire Diaries. Probably a little
Which-
number 11,
Number
so
11.
gotta clear that up. But he's
Okay.
a hottie. Why not?
Okay.
Damon.
And then our final
Bingo.
contestant for this round is Eric Northman, aka Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh, we
number
love
5.
him.
Number 5?
Ooh.
Oh,
Yes.
jeez. These are all a bunch of
Right?
hunks.
Smoke show.
Smoke show.
These are a bunch of hunts. I'm gonna make Caleb go first this
Okay.
time.
I am going to fuck Udo Kier.
Good call.
Whoever that 11 boy is
Yeah.
he's dead.
He said.
Yeah.
And I am gonna marry and fucking make sweet love to Eric Northman.
Sweetest.
Oh my God.
Like in the words of YouTube, the sweetest thing.
Jesus. In the words of Archer, sploosh.
This is a really good one. I think I have to marry Udo Kier because there's a part in that movie that I love so much when he's at the little pub and he's like, I can't eat anything here. It's all sausage and meat. And that was so me as a vegetarian. I was cracking up. I'm like, it me. So we can both be sad vegetarians together. Normally we're very happy vegetarians, but not in these small towns. I'm going to fuck Eric Northman, and Vampire Diaries can...
Yeah, either way, it's a win. If you,
As expected.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, sir.
Neil.
Yep. Definitely killing the pretty boy.
Ah.
Number 11. Vampire Diaries. I think I would be doing squat thrust in the cucumber patch with...
To make a Cabbage Patch baby.
That's right. Either one. I could throw a dart.
You have to pick.
I know. I would. I guess it would be. I'd probably. Okay, yeah, Udo.
You're married.
And I would marry Eric Northman because
Oh.
Northman's got. I mean, he's got a little bit of a. On the right day, he had a little bit of a nice,
He has a cool backstory.
So he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a Skarsgård. Love a Skarsgård.
Exactly.
Yep.
Solid.
Solid Mary.
Tall.
Alright.
Righteous.
You know what? Yes, that would be so much.
Are you? It's like a shell game. You're just moving the Skarsgårds around.
All of them. Exactly. And next time on the Cold Show, all the
Youngest to
Skarsgård
oldest.
brothers.
Pennywise Skarsgård.
Just as long as the clown makeup's washed off.
We're ready.
All right, we've got our next round is none other than Nicolas Cage from Vampire's Kiss.
Wearing the teeth?
Very
Okay.
tiny image on number 12 as a refresher.
Okay.
We have the upcoming Dracula 2023, Nicolas Cage once again.
Number 9.
And then,
Wow.
yes, number 2. Oh, yes, number 2 on that.
Oh, number 2.
Exactly, small photo.
Small
and then
photo.
the third one, I'm going to have you look at the last page, look at the one with the X. That is a generic Spirit Halloween Party City costume. So your third option is Nick Cage in that. So just a generic vampire.
Like
Nick Cage
actual Nick
wearing
Cage?
that.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Like
Okay.
on screen Nick Cage or?
You know what? Take it however you want.
Yeah.
He's just,
Okay.
you got Nick, and Nick.
Oh, I can.
Just choose your context.
I can answer this heartily. I'm
Yes.
gonna marry regular Nick Cage wearing the Party City vampire costume. I'm gonna fuck 2023 Nick Cage vampire because I'm very interested in where we're going with this. And as much as I love Vampire's Kiss, he's kind of a sad sack.
He was a bit of a.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to go. No offense, but it's all Nick Cage. It's a win. What about you, Caleb?
Okay.
What are you doing? Are you trying to look up things?
So I am going to see. It's hard because we haven't seen Renfield yet, so we really
It's
don't
hard.
know.
It is. It's not fair, Haley.
Just look at the vibes.
So
It's
I
vibes.
will.
Photo.
I am
Watch
going
the
to have my corn ground by. by.
Oh God, that's gross. I don't even know how that works.
Wow.
I mean, I would rather you say how my. What about?
Just to cut shit like that out.
What about saying how my corn cob?
Fine. Have.
Cream?
Ride St. George. Shake the sheets.
He's not. It's his first time. Give him a break.
Fuck.
He's trying.
What are my choices again?
So-
okay.
So-
Party
Nick
City.
Cage, Nick Cage, or
Nick
Nick
Cage,
Cage.
okay.
Vampire's Kiss,
So-
Dracula, and Party City.
Okay, Dracula. I will. I guess marry. It's Dracula.
Comes with
Yeah.
Sure.
numbers.
Just do it.
I guess I'll have sex with Nick Cage in a vampire costume,
Yeah, you will.
and yeah, I'm a vampire boy. Has to go.
Too sad. Too much drama. Too much work
yeah,
there.
Too much. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Can I just let you guys pick for me on this one? I mean,
Nope, you got to do it.
that's hard because I guess I would. I guess I'll marry Nick Cage in a costume,
It'll be a beautiful ceremony.
That's where you just take a clip of that.
and then
Vampire's Kiss. Or the new guy.
And it's hard. I don't know who the new guy is yet.
It's energy. You're feeling the
I
energy
hear
of this.
But I love Nick Cage and Vampire's
Then,
Kiss.
Mary.
But no, but he's
Yeah,
also
but do you really?
then do Congress with him.
he's wacko.
I mean,
Serve on Congress with him.
he's gonna tell you the
Open the
alphabet.
gates of Mordor with him.
There you go. And kick this new into the curb.
What? That's okay, but I can't get my corn ground.
His was literary.
Double
Only
mother.
cabbage patches, no grinding corn.
Wow.
Yeah,
but mine was blue collar.
I had no problem, Caleb. You know, it doesn't bother me.
Not much does.
I know, exactly. I have no whatever
Let's move on.
brain.
Yes. All right. We'll
Yeah, move on.
Move on from that one.
That way I don't have to answer.
All right.
You
got
did, you
another
did.
selection. So, bringing it back to Interview with the Vampire, talking about the movie. We've got Louis.
Brad
Of
Pitt,
course,
Louis.
Brad Pitt. We have
Louis
our
de
very
Pontblanc.
own David from The Lost Boys. Of course, I had to include him.
Of course.
Better.
And also, I'm going to include Celine, Kate Beckinsale, the lovely Kate Beckinsale from Underworld.
I love that
Who's
character.
number 15. So, we got some very, very lovely options here.
I love that character. I love Celine. I must marry Louis. I'm gonna be like the Lestat for him. Like he's gonna thank me. It's gonna be great. We're getting married. Absolutely having sex with Kiefer Sutherland, vampire. And Celine can watch.
But you're not gonna kill her.
I could never. I love her.
Is that a choice? You cannot kill someone?
Nah, she's gotta die.
Oh, no way.
Stake through the heart for that one. I'll throw it to the werewolves.
Tragic.
Wow.
Yeah, Sandra, I'm gonna.
You'll have what I'm having.
I'm gonna fuck David, marry Louis, and Celine can go play with a lichen or whatever the hell they were doing.
That's what she's doing. How about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I disagree with you guys.
Oh.
I mean, I'll definitely put 2 balls in the middle pocket with Kiefer Sutherland. But
And I can't say get your corn ground.
I just don't understand
Wow.
yours. I don't understand yours.
Wow. Mine was old timey. Mine was like from the way back.
Way back machine. Okay.
way back. I'm gonna kill Brad Pitt.
Aw.
Sorry, and I'm gonna marry Kate Beckinsale for her money. So
She's a very well-to-do vampire.
yes. So
Yes. You could do worse, Mazel Tov.
thank you.
This is true. You could marry marry Mick.
Was
Nick-
that
Nick
everybody?
Cage.
That was that round.
Oh, okay.
We can keep going.
No, we
now.
still got
We
more.
got another
We
one?
still
I
got
want another
more. We
one.
still
Got
got
some
more.
more.
Let's do another.
This next one, we have the OG Nosferatu. Talking 1922.
Number 6.
Number 6.
Yeah.
That's one of them. Number 6, there you go. We have Spike from Buffy the Vampire
Number
Slayer.
13.
Oh, yeah.
And another addition from What We Do in the Shadows, we have Laszlo.
Oh.
Tough choices here.
Bow chicka bow bow.
Wait, what was the first one?
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Number 6.
Nosferatu. Who I love.
And I'm not talking about the Skarsgård that's coming up. I'm talking the whole
Yeah.
movie.
I'm absolutely
Sorry,
going to marry Laz. Absolutely going to marry Lazo. I adore him. And as much as I was a Buffy stan and love Spike, the OG Nosferatu, that's rough. I'm gonna fuck Spike. And Nosferatu can see the light of day and burn and perish. And I feel bad about that. But I feel like
should.
I owe it as like my Buffy heart to not kill Spike. I don't know.
It's a hard one.
I don't know.
It is.
I'm stealing this microphone because
okay.
Spike, next to the word switch in the dictionary, is a picture of Spike,
Yes.
I would marry Spike to fuck Spike forever.
Forever. Forever,
Yes.
Spike.
Yeah.
See, I've
TV
never
show,
the,
though,
the,
right?
the
Yeah.
TV show. Yeah, I've never watched it, so I knew immediately who he was, who the character was,
Yeah.
Of course.
but I don't know what he's
Yeah.
about or
He's
you know.
kind of a badass.
Oh, he's a problem. Oh, I'm in. Married.
He's trouble.
Married. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's go. No.
Bad-
No.
baddie.
Yeah. Laszlo. I think he's gonna bang hard. I think so. I'm gonna take that one time and
Just once?
yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
No, that's my husband you're talking about.
You know.
Right?
I mean, a night.
Per hour?
A weekend of passion.
I love Laz.
Um,
love him.
Yeah, and I guess OG Nosferatu's got to go, and I feel bad about that
I
because
feel guilty about it.
yeah, no, I really do.
'Cause I do love
that's a hard. I mean, that's history right there.
Now he's history.
I don't know. This Spike guy looks too pretty boy for me.
Yeah, I think
I-
he might be for you.
I think I got to get rid of him quick.
Yeah.
So
He's
he's got to
trouble.
go into the sunshine. And I would definitely I give Nosferatu he would be a firm Willie, and then I marry Laszlo.
You gotta marry Laz.
You gotta marry Laszlo.
He's great.
I want that in my life all the time.
Yeah, me too. So fun.
Me, him, and Nandor together. We should make a show out of that.
and Nadja and little Nadja
Yeah.
and Gizmo.
I don't know. He's pretty insensitive.
That's kind of why I like him.
He's raising little Colin though.
Oh, Colin Robinson. Is there one more?
Yeah, we got one more.
We might as well do it.
Well,
Right.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
make it a little tricky.
One
on
more.
you.
One more.
Let's go. Let's go.
What are we missing? 9, 10,
Right, we're gonna go with some of the best though. I'm gonna really make
17,
you
and
think for this
18,
one.
I think.
Okay. Okay. Hit us.
We'll have some honorable mentions for some other of these folks, but I'm gonna bring back the vampire Lestat. Of
Okay.
course.
You bring him back?
Okay.
Yes, back to the choices.
For the
you
final round.
In case
Wow.
anybody killed him, prior to previous decisions.
Mhm.
We also have the beautiful Nadja from What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Stat
I'm going to
Nadia.
also bring back David from The Lost Boys.
Oh!
There's another one with
Oh,
a really
shit.
popular response. We're going to really
So
make you think for these
Lestat,
ones.
Nausea, and David from The
Uh-huh.
Lost Boys.
What are you going to do?
I'm still marrying Lestat.
Same.
Okay.
And I'm fucking Nausea.
David.
Ah.
Oh, I'm fucking David, and I have to kill Nadja.
How dare you?
And I love her. I'm sorry.
I
do
love
love
Nausea
her.
though.
In a lot of other lineups, she'd be a Mary.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna marry or fuck Nausea and sorry, David. Sorry.
David.
Sorry.
You're pushing him off the bridge.
Sorry.
Feed him to Nanook.
Sorry.
Nah,
So
dude.
sorry.
What about you?
I feel so bad.
I
feel so
nope.
guilty.
I'm Lestat. It's still nope, not happening,
Wow.
not happening. And then I'm definitely going to marry Nausea, and then I still have that one night stand with David.
With David, one night only.
Yep, we're gonna say hello
Passions.
to the night. We are going to.
Gonna embrace the night.
We are gonna whatever I wrote.
gonna ride
one of those other
motorcycles?
songs titles here. We're get lost in the shadows. I say that one.
You're gonna lay down the law with David.
You're gonna have good times.
Good time.
Yeah,
Well,
you're not gonna let the sun go down on you.
My little sister's gonna cry while she watches.
You're
but
gonna
it's
lay.
okay.
You're gonna be laying
And
down the
shock
law.
Miss Louise. Well, that was fun. Thank you, Haley, for
Thank
bringing the
you.
vampire.
Thank you. All right.
Shall we go home?
Oh, we should put an end to this one.
Hey, what are we doing next? 2 weeks from now.
Oh man, I was
We have-
hoping you wouldn't bring it up.
Neil's birthday episode.
It is my birthday episode.
What movie, Neil?
Oh god, there's so many things floating around in my head. I've had a real hard
It's a
time with
soup in
this
there.
because I've been going between like this thing or maybe a list even. I've been going back and forth.
Shit.
So I'm honestly kind of like torn.
Well, if you're gonna do a list, you need to get it to us now.
Yesterday.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
And I'm gonna come up with the game.
So here's
Okay.
so you guys when were thinking of doing when I was in Ireland.
Oh,
about
right. Yeah,
doing
guilty
a guilty
pleasures.
I was thinking
Yeah.
it might be fun maybe to do that.
Do the guilty pleasures.
Do the
because
three?
You were bummed that you weren't gonna be a part of that.
I was like
Okay.
stomping my feet on the ground,
So I'm gonna keep mine.
and you guys already have yours done practically
Yep.
is too.
Yeah.
So
So
Are we doing our snacks too? That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, and guilty pleasure snacks.
Go with guilty pleasure snack.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that.
Yep.
There you go. So how's that? Would that be?
Yeah.
Sounds
do you
like a
know?
blast.
Do you?
No, I'll have to do the research for it, or pick them. You know what I'm saying?
You pick one movie.
Oh, it's just one?
Yeah, we just picked one.
Oh, I thought we could do
Because
like.
that's 3 movies.
Oh, we're gonna actually talk about each movie.
Girl, I don't know. Okay,
I
you
don't
know
know. What do we normally do here?
Just stay tuned, people.
There's gonna be guilty pleasures. Exactly how it's gonna work out, we don't know quite yet. How's that?
Could be anything.
But we know Deep Blue Sea will be involved. We know the Skeleton
roll it,
Key will
just
be
roll it.
You
involved.
know what? Let's go home. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. See you later. I'm done.
Oh, thank you, Scott. Thank you. Reverend Michael B. Spaceface, Haley,
He was actually leaving.
Kelly, Pod People of the Future, Mindy Horror Movie Addict, Will, Mark Vision's Truth, 209 Todd, Gory Bits, and Only Vintage, aka Dimitri. I said Kelly! Any turkey lurkeys out there? Anyone else I missed? I
Kelly
apologize.
Turkey Lurkeys.
Yes, Kelly came in late. Late, late.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you very much.
More.
More!
I said the more.
More!